and the Luther brothers, Martin and Lex. Did you know that I used to be an atheist? I did, but I gave it up. No holidays. Can you imagine an Irish atheist? I'm an atheist, thank God. Dyslexic atheist. I'm an atheist, thank dog. They can't all be gems, you know. Did you hear about the dyslexic devil worshipper? He sold his soul to Santa. Come on, rearrange the letters in your head. You're bright people, you can do it. Anyway, Murphy went into the confession box. As you call it over here, the confessional. And he said, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned." And the priest said, "Tell me, my son, what is it?" And he says, "Father, this week I used terrible profanity and took the Lord's name in vain." And the priest said, "Tell me how." Murphy said, "Well, I'm a golfer. I was playing golf earlier this week and I teed off and I hit what I thought was the drive of my life. Thought it was 300 yards down the middle, but it hit an overhanging tree branch and just bounced down into the fairway 10 yards in front of the tee box." And the priest said, "That's when you used the terrible profanity and took the Lord's name in vain." He said, "Oh no, Father, it wasn't there. Because a squirrel ran out of the woods, picked the golf ball up in his mouth and ran away with it." He said, "Ah, that's when you used the terrible profanity and took the Lord's name in vain." He says, "Oh no, Father, it wasn't there. Because a hawk swooped down out of the sky, picked the squirrel up in his talons and flew away with it." He says, "That's when you used the profanity and took the Lord's name in vain." "Oh no, Father, it wasn't there. Because the hawk flew over the green, dropped the squirrel, the ball popped out of the squirrel's mouth, and it ended up 4 inches from the cup." And the priest said, "Don't tell me you missed the goddamn putt." Yes, easy to pick out all the golfers in the crowd. You're a golfer? Oh no, you're a priest. Never mind. You shouldn't be playing golf anyway. Great trick for you. A pick. A nostril. It's called picking your nose. Here's how you get it. You want it? It's not dirty. Oh, all right. Do we have any of our less fortunate Celtic brethren among us this evening? I'm referring to the Scots. Any Scottish people here? You Scottish? Get out. Get your own damn festival. You're coming to ours for it. Oh, the Scots are fellow Celts, same as the Irish. And we get on really well because we have a common enemy. Sobriety. Yeah. Anyway, I suppose I better do a Scottish song or two just to welcome them here. First one is called The Scotsman, and the second one isn't. So what I need you to do at the end of every line, clap your hands twice like this. Or if you're Scottish, just clap up to 1, 2 times. Okay. Oh, a Scotsman dressed all in his kilt left a bar one evening fair. You could tell by the way he walked that he drunk more than his share. He staggered round until he could no longer keep his feet, and he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring ding diddle diddle I-de-o, ring di diddly I-o. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Now about that time 2 young and lovely girls were passing by. One said to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman, so strong and handsome built. I wonder if it's true that he wears nothing neath his kilt." Ring ding diddle diddle I-de-o, ring di diddly I-o. I wonder if it's true that he wears nothing neath his kilt. So they crept up on the sleeping Scotsman, quiet as could be, and lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see. Lo and behold, for them to view beneath his Scottish skirt was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Ring ding diddle diddle I-de-o, ring di diddly I-o. Was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. They marvelled for a minute, then they said we must be gone. Let's leave him a souvenir before we travel on. As a gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Ring ding diddle diddle I-D-O, ring diddle I-O. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Now the Scotsman rose to nature's call and he headed for the trees. He lifted up his kilt, then he gawks at what he sees. And in his drunken voice he says to what's before his eyes, "Oh lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize." Ring ding diddle diddle I-D-O, ring diddle I-O. Oh lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize. Our Scottish friend, still dressed in kilt, continued down the street. He hadn't gone 10 yards or more when a girl he chanced to meet. She said, "I've heard what's under there. Tell me, is it so?" He said, "Just slip your hand up, miss, if you'd really like to know." Ring ding diddle diddle I-D-O, ring diddle I-O. He said, "Just slip your hand up, miss, if you'd really like to know." She put her hand right up his kilt, and much to her surprise, the Scotsman smiled and a very strange look came into his eyes. She cried, "Why, sir, that's gruesome." And then she heard him roar, "If you put your hand up once again, you'll find it's gruesome more." Ring ding diddle diddle I-D-O, ring diddle I-O. If you put your hand up once again, you'll find it's gruesome more.